Hi, y'all. Today I want to talk about emotions again, and more specifically, your relationship to negative emotions. Now, we all been conditioned a certain way while we were growing up, and your relationship to negative emotions could be an unhealthy one. Because, for example, if you're one of those kids who lived in a family where, if you were if you weren't always on with your homework, then your parents, might be yelling at you to get your homework done, and so you would associate um, that negative emotion to getting your homework done, and then after a while, you'll always get this nagging feeling every time you don't you haven't done your homework, even though your parents aren't there anymore. You just get this nagging feeling because you've been conditioned while you were young um, to have that feeling from the yelling or from the nagging from your parents um, whenever you have work to be done. Or PTSD could be one of them, where let's say you got bullied while you were young. You may then have social anxiety. It sometimes can be extreme, and I was one of those kids who were bullied, and I had extreme anxiety for a very, very long time, and had to figure out how to get over that. um, so some, like, these emotions, these negative emotions, they could be out of whack. And so when you're older and you become more aware of these emotions and become more aware of your relationship to them, then you can start to figure out, if they should be driving your decisions or actions or not. Because again, these are these are conditionings from your past. And when you face a situation and let's say a fear come up, you have to be aware of that and ask yourself, okay, is it is it right to feel that fear? Like, where is it coming from? And should you follow that? Should you allow it to, let's say, stop you from doing what you want to do, or should you move forward with it and face that fear that you're feeling inside of you? And the more you practice, let's say, facing that fear, the less you'll start to feel that fear. And so every time you get a negative emotion, you need to start to ask yourself, is it right to feel this? Like, am I in danger? Is something really bad going to happen to me if I were to continue doing this? And that will help you um, become more and more comfortable with this feeling of fear. And over time, this intense feeling, the intensity will slowly feel less and less intense as you push yourself um, to do whatever it is that this negative emotion is stopping you from doing. Because really, the negative emotions are there to tell you that, oh, there's a danger in front of you. But most of the time, there isn't a danger in front of you. If you fail, if you go and do it and you fail, you're probably not going to die. Unless you're, hiking up a hill and there's a snake right in front of you, then that's the right response. Like, that fear response is the correct response, and your body is going to, like, um, feel that fear and kick in the fight, flight, or freeze response. And so you're always going to have that. But in terms of, going through your everyday life and let's say going to that presentation, you're going to have that anxiety, that negative emotion, and it's going to stop you from, moving forward. But you need to push yourself to move forward so that you can get better at whatever it is that you are wanting to do, because a lot of these things that your emotions are stopping you from doing is what you really want to do. And if you start to overcome many of these things, then the opportunities will keep opening up for you, because a lot of times, like, most people have the same problem, and most people don't know how to deal with these things. Their emotions will stop them from doing these things. And so if you just keep on pushing yourself to do these things, you'll get better and better at it, and more opportunities will open up. And just build up that more healthy relationship with fear, which is, just be okay with it. Just accept that you have that. It doesn't mean that this emotion is, like I said, it's just a conditioning of your past. You could rewire your brain and your bodily habits to react differently to these emotions, so that you can do whatever it is that you really want to do. So that's it. I hope that helps.